should you pull Fia? Personally, I will pull Fia on release. She's one of my favorite pilots to play thanks to her unique railgun mechanic and creative positioning. For her gimmick and the buff focused playstyle, she is actually very cheap to build. 4 Pascal parts, 3 bionic items, and that's it. No need for her ST, no need for duplicates. This setup already unlocks what makes Fia fun and effective. Fia is a tactician pilot with medium ST type license. She isn't the strongest pick on release, but once she unlocks her signature weapon, she becomes very powerful and can apply tons of buffs with single attack. What makes Fia unique? Her talent introduces a new railgun gimmick, extend the shooting range, and deflect or curve the shoot buff. Fia is on my non-meta but worth reconsidering list, because I found her very fun and cool to play. A big warning: doesn't matter if you pull A0 or A1, Fia requires at least 3 bionic items to function properly. Let's see what she can do and how we should use Fia. Thanks to her talent, Fia can deploy special device that extend her shooting range or redirect the railgun paths, allowing the same shot to hit enemies twice. Keep in mind, the device can only be deployed once per turn. Here is the good news. Fia doesn't require high duplicate investments. Her A3 upgrade only increases her railgun magazine size, but when paired with Pascal body, she effectively has unlimited ammo. Because of this, higher ascension adds very little practical value. About AP and ascension, Fia's strongest skill costs 5 AP, which may raise a concern. Do we need at least A1? And the answer is no. A1 provides no benefit for her core gameplay. Instead of chasing copies, it's far more efficient to save 3 bionic items for her neural drives. And we can save pulls for ST, since Pascal ends up being one of her best ST options. Skill 1, Fia Signature skill, cost 5 AP. Niche skill on release. OP after she gets the signature weapon. How it works? Apply 2 debuffs to affected targets. If we deflect the shoot buff and hit the same enemies twice, it applies 4 debuffs total. Requires at least 1 arm equipped with a flamethrower. As we said, this won't be popular skill on release. We need to wait a long time before she gets the signature weapon to apply special debuff disable move. Skill option 2, cost 4 AP. This is expected to be Fia's go-to skill on release. What it does: apply powerful, unique debuff Silence. Prevent enemies from casting skill. Why so strong? Extremely meta relevant in PvP. Also very effective in PvE. A good comparison is Eileen PvP AI. When she cannot target multiplayer enemies, she moves forward and basic attack. Enemies affected by silence behave the same way. This means rockets and missile units can get completely shut down. We can disable them from long range, and we can repeat this every turn with proper AP management. Doesn't work on bosses, but does work on elite enemies. On certain stages, this lets you permanently disable elite rocket units, control battlefield from afar, safety focus the boss or other threats first. Option 2 is very strong release skill, a lower AP cost than her signature skill, excellent control in both PvP and PvE. This option is mainly used if you are not running Pascal and instead pull Fia ST, best suited for damage dealer build. Fia can function as a DPS, but requires heavy investments and her ST for proper damage scaling. Fia ST provides damage boost, but does not reload ammo. Pick this skill only if you are committed to DPS Fia. Skill-free option 2. If you want to use Fia as a damage dealer on release. Cost 4 AP. Consume 2 ammo. Fires a multi-line AoE attack, very similar to Shawnee skill, and has damage potential. If you get 5 enemies in the group, each enemy can be hit twice, up to 10 total hits. This results in high AoE damage against group enemies. Passive, worth mentioning. This passive is a solid option if you want to push Fia damage higher. Each time Fia's attack is deflected by her special device, it deals additional damage. Because her kit encourage shot redirection, this bonus can trigger constantly. How good is Signature Weapon? Once Fia receives Signature Weapon, she goes from low tier to one of the strongest Tactician pilot, not because of the damage, but due to her unique control effect. After Signature Weapon, Fia gains the ability to apply +5 debuffs constantly, access to special control debuff, similar to Gumushe, enable to move effect, which completely disable enemy mobility. This effect work on the bosses, not all but most, which is a huge. We can craft this weapon from Arm Conquest number 10. Mithrill ST review. Very strong 4-piece set early in the game. Downside, limited to pilot who can deal a lot of the buffs only. Rainbow set, damage up to 80% when attacking targets with the buff. At the max level. Duration +1 for the buffs. This ST is very strong early in the game with good stats, but limited to the buff pilots only. I would only pull this ST if we want to use Fia as a damage dealer. But Fia has a very good free-to-play option, which is a Pascal. For now, you can build Fia as a damage dealer, but her endgame build would be the best Pascal, since damage will fall and having unlimited ammunition make Fia easy to play. If you give Pascal parts, Fia can also deal damage, apply the buffs and push enemies, unlocking some unique combos. Fia best weapons are Railgun +2 flamethrowers, or just one and small shield. Mithrill also has less weight power. The option light shield is recommended. Module recommendation. Malthus is one of the best modules, with easy to maintain buff as soon as we hit at least 3 enemies per turn. Thanatos for extra AP if you're using Mithrill ST, or if you're using Mithrill with the shield and flamethrower. Twilight Fang for permanent 20% bonus damage. For weapon accessories, I like this combo at the moment. Additional debuff when attacking, damage multiplayer or ignoring armor with AoE trigger accessory. Fia Neural Drives overview. If you truly want to play Fia, you must reserve at least 3 bionic oils. This investment it's not about raw damage, but about unlocking her core gameplay loop. Constant railgun firing plus consistent debuff application. Fia doesn't function well at A0 or A1 with 0 bionic oils. Minimum recommendation: 16 CP Sector 2 unlocked. This is the baseline, where Fia starts to feel complete. 1 CP grants extra re-attack and +2 movement if Fia hits 2 enemies with flamethrower. If you only attack with railgun, she can still proc, but different re-attack like other Tactician and without movement. Important note: Fia has only one skill that uses railgun plus flamethrower. That skill is her signature skill, which costs 5 AP. This 1 CP re-attack stacks with other re-attack effect, allowing up to 3 attacks per turn if you have enough AP. 7 CP, that's standard. Gain extra AP after destroying target, can trigger up to 2 times per turn. 10 CP, very important. Enable diagonal attacks for deflected shots thanks to Fia special device. This massively improves hit options. 13 CP, apply 1 additional debuff on deflected attack thanks to Fia special device. 16 CP, core gameplay unlock, the most important breakpoint for Fia. All AoE skills cost 1 less AP. For example, signature skill now will be 4 AP and other AoE skills 3 AP. This enable frequent double railgun shots. With AP saving, it even allows 3 railgun attacks in single turn. Damage vs utility build. Utility, control Fia, low investments, A0 plus 3 bionics is enough. Strong debuff, great control, flexible positioning. Damage Fia, high investments required. Need max stars, ST and heavy resources commitment. Not recommended unless you really want her as a DPS. Meta value, not meta on release. Totally fine to skip. Will shine much more later when her signature weapon arrives. That said, if you save resources, I still recommend pulling A0 plus spend 3 bionic oils. Useful in early PvP. Scales well into endgame PvE. Bring unique control that few pilots can replicate. Resource advice. If you low on resource, it's better option to save. Asuka is coming in January and she is better to pull from pure meta perspective. Bottom line, Fia is fun, tactical, non-meta pilot, on release at least, with strong future potential. I recommend to pull her if you value playstyle and mechanics. Skip if you need to save pulls. Alright, that's all. I hope this video was helpful to decide if you want Fia or how she works. Of course, ask me any question. Thank you guys for watching and I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye!